Alright, we're getting closer to the 500 here, the ARCA series. It is over, or not over, but the ARCA race here at Daytona, it is over. That was a great race. It could not have been better, only one caution, the whole 40 laps for the ARCA series. Really great race for them. However, now we move on to qualifying for the Xfinity series. We got the new stuff on the right, on the top right of the screen. Shows it's got the series logo, our new series logo that we will be using for the videos, and the qualifying or practice that will be put below it. Anyways, here we go for our first qualifying session here in the Xfinity series. And this one we have two rivals from the Truck series, as PJ Harris has already spawned out on track. And if he rolls around on track, there's David Dawn. These two were the top two in the Truck series last season, and just by chance, they both got pulled at the same time to go in group number 1 for Xfinity. And this would be throughout the whole season, or at least till playoffs if they don't both make playoffs. So there goes PJ Harris. He is going out for qualifying here. So you've got 5 minutes. Once again, this explaining the rules. 5 minutes to complete 2 laps. If you don't complete 2 laps within those 5 minutes, then you will be put in as a D&Q or whatever your first lap was ran. If the two drivers are too close to each other and get drafted off each other, then that will be a restart. 2 car groups will be allowed 1 restart. If they catch each other again, then they will both be going into D&Q unless the driver has somehow set 1 lap on their own with no help from the other driver, which then they will receive that 1 lap. And PJ Harris, he is now on a qualifying lap. David Dawn's not exited pit road. This is the latest we have seen someone exit pit road so far this week. He is now exiting pit road. It might be a bit close here. PJ Harris, he might catch David Dawn, and they might have to go to a restart. And PJ Harris, first lap 45.364. David Dunn not yet up to speed, not fully. PJ Harris, he's going to be catching quite fast. See David Dunn up there. This is PJ Harris's final lap. As long as he doesn't get too close to Dunn, we should be fine and be able to complete the qualifying round anyways, because the driver in front doesn't get help behind like too early. And that's a 44.879 now. See how that does. David Dawn, he's completing his qualifying now. This is his first lap. The rest of PJ Harris's lap will be invalid. They will just be ignored. And here comes David Don's first lap here. See what he can do. 45.082. That is better than PJ Harris's first lap. So David Dunn, I don't know if the timer right now. I wasn't really watching it, but they've got 1 second remaining. As long as they don't respawn here. Okay, it's complete. So that means he does get to complete his 2 laps, but he cut that very close. That was the latest we've seen someone come out of pit road. And what will the second time be? It's got to be in the 44s here. 44.638 going ahead of PJ Harris. Now on to group number 2. There's 18 groups here. And unlike in real life, there is not people qualifying to get in. It's just full-time cars, technically. I think it is only full-time cars here. Yeah, it's only full-time. There is no part-time cars yet in the field. You know, kind of odd to not see a part-time car here at Daytona, or even Xfinity. But here's Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe, and that is Tanner Gray. Alright, here we go. Chase Briscoe exiting pit road. And real quick, we'll go over the Xfinity schedule. So, Xfinity, they will be, as they do in real life, mostly following around with the Cup Series, taking on the first 7 weeks of Daytona, Phoenix, Sonoma, Portland, Pikes Peak, Rockingham, and Sydney. If I'm right, Pikes Peak is only an Xfinity track. They're the only ones heading there. And then, but after the 7 races, they will take a 2-week break and then return for 3 weeks, taking on Richmond, Albert Park, and Talladega before a 1-week break, and then have the final 3 tracks on the regular season be in Nashville, New Hampshire, and Watkins Glen, where they will be cut to the round of 12 and will be running at Chicagoland, Orlando, and Landmark Park. And then that Landmark Park being the cutoff to making the round of 8, which is taking place at Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, and Dover. 3 of the toughest tracks on the schedule. And then he will obviously be cut to the final 4, and that will be going to Vegas. All 4 series in Vegas this time. Actually, technically all 5. We have an IndyCar series coming up here, and they start, like, I believe 6 weeks after Daytona week. So 6 weeks after all top 4 series, then IndyCar starts. Anyways, here's the first lap for Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe running a 54.144. 45.144. Tanner Gray is out. He is on the backstretch. Okay, so he might be on his first lap. Seemed pretty close. Probably far enough away, would be my guess. Oh yeah, they're far enough. Let's see if this is Tanner Gray's first lap here. Nope, so he is starting qualifying as Chase Briscoe is just finishing his qualifying. Chase Briscoe finishing with a 44.713. That 44.713 goes second fastest overall. Out of the 4 drivers so far, Tanner Gray yet to set a lap. Alright, Tanner Gray setting at 44.944. That is the fastest first lap yet. And he beat Chase Briscoe's 44 for 7.713 in this session. So come out turn 4, good speed over 200 miles per hour to 1 into the travel. And that will be a 44.5 flat. That is new fast time to Tanner Gray. That basically just changed up the whole top 4. I mean, everyone is in a different position than they were in. That was David Don. He will be down in second now. He'll be down in second. BJ Harris still in fourth. And now Group 3 coming out. After this, we do have Cup qualifying, and then that will be it for the night. We got duels, and we got all the racing tomorrow. Duels, trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. ARCA was the only race today. Alright, going to practice here. Got the 91 there, Ben Rhodes. And that is Bubba Wallace there in the 99. Alright there. So Ben Rhodes leaving pit road. Ben Rhodes' second season here in the Xfinity Series. But while still in pit road. Okay, it's good. He's not leaving yet, meaning that Ben Rhodes will be able to get by without any problem. So Ben Rhodes starting his qualifying here. But while still there in pit road, he's got to be leaving soon. He may know it's not going to be later than David Dunn. That means he will be able to complete all of his 2 laps. David Dunn was about it was a bit later, about now with the 2 minutes and 19 seconds, so he was just exiting pit road. And man, that kind of cut a bit close. A bit closer than you would really want to. And here we go, Ben Rhodes with his first lap here. Ben Rhodes going to set a 45.126, not terrible for a first lap. But that's going to place him only 5th overall. Alright, and here comes Ben Rhodes as Bubba Wallace now on his qualifying laps. Ben Rhodes for his final lap is going to set a 44.674. Putting him 3rd quick right now. Bubba Wallace now. Bubba Wallace's best tracks is here at the super speedways. He's going to win. This is likely where you're going to see it. And his first lap going a 45.045. Decent lap. Not better than Tanner Gray's first lap, though. That will be currently 6th fastest, but as always, it seems like here in the Xfinity Series, their first lap is a lot slower than their second lap. It was always that, it's been that way in the ARCA and Truck Series, but it's not like it was by that much. It was by like a tenth, maybe 2 tenths. Here it seems to be like around 4 or 5 tenths. It's about doubled. And here comes Wallace. He's going to set his second and final lap here. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 44.620. So that will go... Oh, come on. That will go to second fastest. Second fastest for Bubba Wallace. Now on to the next group number 4. So rookie David Don down to 3rd now. Still in the top half. Here's Jake Drew, one of the hottest drivers last season. He had a pretty good season. Most consistent, one of the. Was contending for the championship, and I believe he is the one that ended up having a problem and dropping some laps. So, and there's Garrett Smithley in the 05 this season, with Will Rogers moving up. And he's going to be the first one to head out. Alright, Jake Drew, Stampero, Garrett Smithley starting his qualifying laps here. See, most AIs holding their line just below the middle, actually. Allows them to hold their speed. I mean, in real life, you just hold the bottom, but it seems the AIs love to use that middle line for their qualifying lap. And first lap for Garrett Smithley coming up. It's going to be 45.077. Pretty good. And Jake Drew, where is he at? He is exiting turn 4. Okay. They're about half the track away from each other. I think Jake Drew is coming up to start his first lap here. Yes, he is. And Garrett Smithley will be coming around now to end his qualifying run. Good first lap. Can he take pole here with this one? 44.640, not going to do it. That is going to place him 4th. Now over to Jake Drew, who does his qualifying. .45145 for Jake Drew on his first lap. And Jake Drew coming around for his final lap here. Got to improve a little bit. It'll be a 44.694. That's 694, going to place him currently in, I believe that is the 5th position. The 6th position. Alright, now down to group number 5. Alright. And in this one, it looks like we have Ryan Sieg and that is Josh Williams. I believe it's 38 or 36 drivers that we have to qualify here. Let's see if it's 18 groups. So it should be 36 drivers. And then the Cup Series has the most drivers. Oh, I mean, that's pretty obvious. Cup Series is going to be I believe it is. So it's 40 for the full-time drivers, and then plus the 6 of 46 drivers in all. A lot of the groups. I know that it's going to be 22 groups overall over there. And here comes Ryan Sieg for his first lap. Where all right, 44.985. That's a really good first lap. Josh Williams, he is exiting turn 2 at least. Although Ryan Sieg seems to be going really fast right now. Just can't get that close to him right now. This is fine. This will be fine. Yes. So that 44.985 does place him last, but doesn't seem like first laps have taken you further up than last so far. So 44.7571 is going to place him second overall. Now it's just Josh Williams. Josh Williams into the trial now. Here we go for his first lap. It's going to be 45.575. I don't believe there is anything wrong with him, is there? No, nothing is wrong with him. Just a really slow lap from our winner last season. Our Daytona 300 winner last season. He's an opener. And second lap, gonna have to pick it up a lot right here. 45.120 is gonna be the slowest. All that is now interesting. So our Daytona season opener for Xfinity last year is starting currently last for this year. I don't know if it will be last, but it's not going to be a great position. He is currently 10th, and there is 26 more cars to qualify. Alright, let's see who's in this group. There they are, 96 Honeycutt and the 07 of Andrew Tuttle. And Honeycutt, he's coming out already. They're both coming out already. Alright. They aren't too close together? Okay, come on now. There we go. Oh yeah, no, they have a gap. They have a good gap. Alright, so both them on their first lap now. Honeycutt will be the first one to settle up. It is now possible to move yourself up the leaderboard now on your first lap. It was possible before with the PJ Harris, but tough. And now that you got the Josh Williams 45.172, it could be pretty easy to do so. 45.066, just as I was saying. 45.192. So, Kid Honeycutt knows that he will at least be qualifying in the top 10 right now. He is the 10th car. Now, Kid and Honeycutt coming in with his second lap, going to set a 44.601. And Andrew Tuttle with a 44.727. Now to group number 7. We'll adjust the leaderboard in a second. Alright, Caden Honeycutt with a 44.601. Gonna put him up in the third position. Andrew Tuttle with a 727. 727, not gonna actually go very fast. Need to fix that. There we go. Alright, here we go. This group gonna hold Peter Wells. Wait. I know that's Nicholas Sanchez over there. Perry Wells. Okay, yep, that makes sense why he's in that car now. Completely forgot about that. So the 06 and the 1. Perry Wells already exiting pit road. And Nick Sanchez in the 01. Alright, Perry Wells. I believe he is on his first lap right now. He is. Yes, on Nicholas Sanchez. Yeah, he is now starting his first lap. Alright, and Perry Wells 45.296. Not great. And how about Nick Sanchez here? 45.129. Back over to Peter. Back over to Perry Wells. Perry Wells exiting turn 4 now. Perry Wells gonna set a 44.837. That 44.837. That's gonna not put him up the leaderboard very much. How about Nick Sanchez here? It's gonna be a 44.684. 44.684. Gonna move up to the 8th position. Oh, yep, the 8th position. Alright, now on to group number 8, meaning we will officially have 10 groups to go after this. Alright, who's going to be in this one? It's going to be Brad Kozlowski. And the 7, that is, Johnny Sauter. There goes Johnny Sauter out of pits. And here comes Johnny Sauter. He's going to start his first lap here. Kozlowski exiting. Or getting up to speed, I should say. Kozlowski in turn 3. Sauter now in turn 3. So this is actually pretty close. It's not too close though. .735 first lap for Johnny Sauter. Not good at all. This is looking bad for Spire Motorsports here on the Xfinity side now. Brad Keselowski now, his first lap going to be a 45.906. Not good there either. 45.275 set by Johnny Sauter. So Keselowski still one lap remaining. He has a shot. Yeah, he's just got to really pick it up here. All the drivers so far that you'd expect to be really good because they have experience. I mean, it's this way in all three series so far. They just have not been up there. 45.442. That's gonna end it then. Like these were the two worst runs we've had. Johnny Sauter, he is a very experienced truck driver. I know he's in Xfinity. Same thing with Brad Keselowski, very experienced driver. But they just did not perform here in qualifying. So now on to group number 9. Officially at 10 to go. 10 groups to go. So 20 and 31 are our two drivers in this session. It's going to be Michael Fernandez and Chase Purdy. So Michael Fernandez already leaving. Chase Purdy still in his pit box. And 45.274 from Michael Fernandez. And let's see Chase Purdy. 44.947. That one looks promising. Michael Fernandez going to go with a 44.835. Day 5 will place him in 12th. And Purdy Where is he gonna go? He's gonna go forward 4.4502, 2 thousandths off from pole. What? Alright, then I'll get into the next group and then I'll fix that. So group number 10 entering the double digits. There we go. James Purdy went second, and Michael Fernandez went 13th. Chandler Smith and Austin Wayne Self in this session. Okay, Austin Wayne Self, he's gonna. Oh, this is not good. Oh, yep. Here's our first one. Here's their one restart. Alright, Awesome itself coming out. Alright, Awesome itself starting his qualifying. And Chandler Smith is on the back stretch already this time, so we're good. Okay, now I can see. And Austin Wayne Self still not set lap yet, so we're good. Austin Wayne Self with a 45.777. Well, maybe it'll be a lucky number. Maybe we'll get lucky. Chandler Smith. Okay, so this is his first stop here also. And he's gonna set a 45.115. That is promising. A little promising. Or more than most. Austin Wayne Self, he goes a 45.305. And not quite the slowest time of the day, but he's gonna go second slowest. Chandler Smith, I believe he should have a decently good one here. 44.665. At 44.665, that is going to take him up into 8th. Finally on to Group 11 after that long session there. So 20 cars qualified so far. Brad Kozlowski the slowest, and Tanner Gray still the fastest. Alright, Lawless Allen in the 40, and that is Cole Custer in the 50. So after Xfinity, there will be a small, like 20-minute break, maybe half an hour break, and then we'll be heading into the final qualifying of this week, taken for Cup. Not notice how long these practices and qualifyings were going to take. Might end up lowering some practice sessions. A couple probably run 20 and the other 3 run at 15. Alright, here we go. Both of them coming out about the same time. We're going to be able to watch from Cole Custer's view just to make sure that they do get a gap in between them. They currently look fine right now. Like, I know he's not getting speed from the draft. Wallace Allen is actually just that slow. He may only get one lap here, though. He's actually getting a bit close. That is still too big of a gap to say they're getting drafted from each other, though, I would think. Oh, Cookbuster, oh. If we don't count it, we're gonna add a full 10th to Colcuster because I am sure he had draft there. Just there at the end, though. Alright, that will put Colcuster second, third, and Wallace Allen 45. Oh, that's supposed to be a 2. Pretty far back. Only, oh, Alright. It's Group 11. Which one's Group 11? Can't remember. I think. Oh, come on, of course. Okay, so we should be at Group 12 now. Okay. Getting very close to the end here. Only 7 more to go. Alright, let's use in this session. It looks like the 13 and 53. So it's the 13. Oh, yeah, Brad Ellis and Natalie Decker. This would be 24 cars. So Natalie Decker won win to her career, and that is the Daytona 250 in the Truck Series, the season opener, not last season, not season 5, season 4. She won it just 2 seasons ago. This would be her second loss at Daytona, or second season opener loss in the past 3 years, if she loses it this year. Or this season, technically. We run 2 seasons a year. Alright, now it's coming out pit road. Hopefully Decker comes out soon before he gets to the bad spot. Alright, now starting qualifying. Elliot Decker just coming out, so we are fine. Alright, Ryan Ellis. Qualifying time, first lap, 44.995. That is a good, very promising lap. And that 99.5 going to place him already in 18th. Now Decker's starting her qualifying now. .44.574, not gonna go fast time, but a very fast time. Looks like decent speed for Natalie Decker. Her first lap is gonna be a 45.845. Never mind that. So 574, that unfortunately ties with Ryan Sieg for the 4th position. So that's the first tie we've ever had in qualifying. Natalie Decker's second lap. I didn't write down her first lap, but what's her second gonna be? It's gonna be 45, isn't it? 45.370. Hey, not last. Just second to last. Alright. Group 13. So unfortunately, Ryan Ellis will be put behind Ryan Sieg. That is, okay, so 2 Ryans tied for the same time. Alright. And so Ryan Huff, and that will be the 25. I think that is Sheldon Creed. If Sheldon Creed ever spawns in over here. So Sheldon Creed not spawning in. There he is. Brad Perez. That is Brad Perez. Okay, Brad Perez. Wait for him to get by. Okay, we'd be good right now if he went. Ryan Huff starting his qualifying. Brad Perez, now you can see him exiting pit road. Okay, Ryan Huff, he's going to come around. And his first lap here is in just under 200 miles per hour. 200 at the line, 45.244. That 244 will put him up and already qualifying in the 20th position. Brad Perez, he'll start his qualifying once Ryan Huff has finished his, because of that's the way that he came out. And Ryan Huff, he's going to come across this time. He should be in the 44s. It's going to be a 44.790. Actually, a huge improvement, bigger than I thought it was going to be. 44.790. That's going to place him up into the 11th position. And that's a 45.171 for Brad Perez. Brad Perez off of turn 4. This will be his final lap here. What's his lap time going to be? It's going to definitely be in the 44s. It's okay. It's gonna beat Ryan Huff, but not as big as an improvement as Ryan Huff had. 726. So 726 is going. Placed him in the wrong spot. Oh, I know I placed him in the right spot. Wait. Bit of a mix-up going on here. Alright. So Huff actually placed 16th. Brad Perez 15th. Alright. Alright, and now on to group number 14. Not many to go here. Alright, there's Ryan Priest in the 93. The other one is the 19. There he is spawned in. That's going to be Tyler Ingram. Alright, so Tyler Ingram has left. Ryan Priest still in the pit box. Tyler Ingram now starting his qualifying. Oh no, this is not good. Hopefully he can get far enough ahead. Don't get up and draft with them, I'm gonna let off. .45047 there for Tyler Ingram. So far, looking like there is no draft between these two. Okay, yeah, we're definitely good. We are definitely good. So here comes Tyler Ankrum. He's going to come and complete his final one, and then almost right away, Ryan Preece starts his qualifying, or guts into his second lap, finishes first. 44.634. That's going to be a good lap time there. And Ryan Preece with a 44.859 on his first lap. So Tyler Ankrum going to the 10th position. Ryan Preece, okay, still good. No draft. Ryan Preece at this point looking for pole with that 44.8, almost put him in the top 16. And Ryan Preece across the line. He's gonna go 44.494 pole position for Ryan Preece. Group 15 now. So Ryan Preece up to the top of the board. So this will be marking 30 cars here in this session, in this group. Austin Cindric in the 34, and then there's the 45. If this other guy will ever spawn in, so we can figure out who he is. I mean, I can look it up, but I just don't feel like it. There he is. Oh, it's Jetter's car. So yeah, Landon Castle. Landon Castle immediately exiting pit road. Landon Castle under qualifying now. Austin Cindric exiting pit road right now. Merging. Atlanta Castle 45.134. That will go and place him in the 23rd position right now. Alright, and so 44,704 there for Landon Castle. Austin Cindric set at 45.126 on his first lap. 704 is going to go and take Glennon Castle and place him in the 16th position. Austin Cindric's second lap here. Definitely going to be in the 44s. 44.690. That's 690. It takes him and puts him in the 15th position. Alright, on to group number 16 now. 2 more groups go after 16, so technically 3 more right down. Alright. So 02 and 29. So 02 of Jack Ingram, the 29 of Sheldon Creed. Jack Ingram starting his qualifying now. Alright, Jack Ingram, he's going to come across. Sheldon Creed is still on pit road. Jack Ingram with a 45.315 for his first lap. 315, that will place him 28th right now. Sheldon Creed really late coming out of the pit box, almost as late as David Don. So Sheldon Creed starting qualifying now. Jack Ingram's second lap was a 44.869. That 869 gonna go ahead and place him in the 23rd, 24th position right now. Sheldon Creed, he is coming off turn 4 right now. And his first lap going to be a 45.624. Not going to be a great lap here. And Sheldon Creed's second lap, hopefully going a bit faster here. A 45.152. Group 17 now. There's Matt Benedetto in the 26. Wow. I hope I fixed that and just forgot to put it in the game. He's supposed to have it right side. If I forgot to put it in the game, well, I might, I don't know if I will put it in before their race at Daytona, but by next week, 100% we'll have to have put in. Anyways, it's the 26 and the 8. 26 being Matt Benedetto. And the 8 being Blaine Perkins. Yep. Alright. Starting qualifying there. Perkins now exiting pit road. .45.723 by Matt Benedetto on his first lap. Then Perkins now starting qualifying. Here comes Matt Benedetto. For turn 4, this is going to be his final lap. One last time to get that time up. Get it better. 261. 261 is going to place him in the 29th position. Blaine Perkins now, coming off of turn 4. $45,151 already ahead of Panta Benedetto. All right, 44,712 for Blaine Perkins. At 712, going to go up and place him in the 18th position. I believe this is the last one. Yes, Group 18. 2 cars. Here we go. Last group. This Ryan Preece. These are the only 2 cars that can beat him here. So it's the 52 and the 35. $52 of Jack Wood. Gonna be the first one to spawn in here. There is Parker Resloff. Parker Resloff also starting in the Cup, so he will be later in the Cup qualifying tonight. All the part-time drivers, the 6 part-time drivers, put into their own groups. They are the last 3 groups in qualifying. The 19th, 18th, or 19th, 20th. Would it be that? So the 20th, 21st, and 22nd groups. There's usually 19 groups of qualifying for the Cup Series, but they get an extra 3 groups for Daytona and 3 other tracks, 2 other tracks, the Crown Jewels. I think it's 2 other tracks. I really cannot remember right now. So this qualifying has been going on for just about 1 hour and 45 minutes now. Should end right around there though. The next one, I fully expect Cup to be over 2 hours, which, man, that's gonna lead right into like 1 in the morning for my time. And then gotta wake up decently early for the duels. Duels taking place at 1 p.m. Eastern. So that's a 45.092 for Jack Wood's first lap. That 092 is going to go ahead and place him in the 27th position. Parker Reslap, is he on the lap right now? I believe so. I believe he is on a lap right now. See Jack Wood in the background there too. So yeah, should be on a lap here. Gonna be a 45.759. And Jack Wood going 44.656. So one more driver, one more qualifier. Gonna be Parker Reslap 656. That is going to go ahead and place him in the 11th position. Parker Reslap going for his lap here. What's it going to be? It's got to be a huge improvement to be pole position, though. Too much. 45.229. 299. That's going to place him in the 33rd position. Alright, that is Xfinity qualifying done with. And now we have like a 20-minute break, 30-minute break until Cup. So, going over here now, bringing this up. So you see, oh. So it's going to be over here. Ryan Preece sets pole time with a 44.494. Tanner Gray with a 44.5. That is your front row. In row 2, you have Chase Purdy and Cole Custer. Row 3 is going to be Sieg and Ellis, both tied. And row 4 is going to be Honeycutt and Wallace. Or as it's spelled in here, Wallace. In the 5th row, David Dawn, really high for a rookie, qualifying 9th. And outside him is going to be Garrett Smithley. In the 6th row, Ingram Wood. In the 7th row, Chandler Smith and Ben Rhodes. In the 8th row is Sanchez and Cindric. In the 9th row, Drew Cancastle. In the 20th, in the 10th row, Perkins and Briscoe. In the 11th row, Perez and Tuttle. In the 12th row, Huff and Fernandez. In the 13th row, Perry Wells and Jack Ingram. In the 13th row, Harris and Creed. In the 14th row, Williams and Allen. In the 15th row, DeBenedetto and Sutter. In the 16th row, Parker Reslap and Austin Wainsalt. And in the 17th row, Natalie Decker and Brad Kozlowski. So now we have that break until the Cup Series qualifying. Cup Series 22 groups. Yeah, it's going to